This is respect sport, you know. This is not trash talking sport.
Khabib, are you sure about that?
Connor, do you know what wrestling is?
I can rest my balls on your forehead.
Yes, there are some really, really nice people in the UFC. You got like Steven Wonderboy Thompson, who refuses to talk shit to his opponent. But overall, it is a trash-talking sport. So in today's video, I'm going to go over the top 5 trash talkers in the history of the UFC. This is my personal list, so if you have a list of your own, tell me about it in the comment section below. Let's get right into this video. Starting off at number 5, we have Ben Askren. This is someone who came in via trade, which doesn't happen ever, but it did happen. And despite his very shaky career in the UFC, he suffered being dropped on his head, being kneed in the face, and being choked out in his 3 fights. But he did a really good job on the mic.
Dylan, you're fighting someone who's 3-2 next because Scott Coker knows you suck. Boom, roasted.
Ben Askren sort of introduced a new style of trash talk to the UFC where it seemed very genuine and he was very calm and relaxed, and he would let people poke fun at him and he would kind of deflect whatever they say and make them look stupid.
Listen, young man, you know what?
I'm older than you.
It was just a really nice, calculated way of trash talking that I'd never seen before. The Ben Askren experiment was a strange one, but I'm glad it happened because it brought a lot of excitement to the UFC. And it also brought us one of the most epic moments of all time.
Brought to you by Mojo.
Sorry about that, Ben. In the number 4 spot, we have Dominick Cruz. This is someone I feel like isn't talked about enough. Dominick Cruz is really, really, really good behind the mic, and he's really good at dismantling his opponents verbally.
All right, man, I'm done talking to you.
You can't be done talking to me. You're right here facing me, dummy.
From his fights with basically everyone at Team Alpha Male, it was very apparent that Dominick Cruz could talk and would talk. His back and forth debates with Cody Garbrandt kind of made it seem like it was an adult talking to a child.
I'd rather chase pussy in my life on December 30th. I ain't doing it. I don't have to.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I feel like Dom Cruz is someone who's just kind of underrated. He's someone who isn't talked about enough, both for his fighting skills and his trash talking skills. The thing that's interesting about Dominick Cruz is he doesn't stretch very often, and he usually is very calculated with the way he goes about trash talking. He uses facts and logic, and he is not afraid to tell you this. At the number 3 spot, we have the notorious Conor McGregor. You guys knew that he was going to be on this list. There's a reason why everyone wants to be Conor McGregor. He's very natural about the way he goes about trash talking, yet he's over the top at the same time, and that doesn't even make sense to me, but it's true. Conor McGregor's kind of like a loudmouth drunk guy in a bar, and his voice needs to be heard. The thing about Conor too is he's always talking shit and always trash talking. So even if a few of his little jabs miss, eventually he's gonna land that left and knock you out with his mouth. What a weird way to say that. Conor McGregor's not only a great trash talker, he's also one of the most quotable people in the UFC.
And by coffee break, I mean bring me my coffee.
No.
Coming in at the number 2 spot, we have Michael Bisping. This is another dude who's he's similar to Conor, but less over the top, I'd say. It's very natural, it's very real. It doesn't seem like he was putting on a show at all, but he's just kind of a guy who has that culture of ragging on people. And you can tell this from his podcast that he has with Luis Gomez. He just kind of rags on people, jokes with them, and this is what he did with his fight career, and it made for a lot of funny moments, specifically with Luke Rockhold.
Conceive, believe, achieve. Shut the f*** up.
Bisping doesn't care how nice you are, how tough you are, or how big you are. He will talk shit to you, and he will not hold back at all. Coming in at number 1, you guys guessed it, Colby Covington. No. Do people actually think that Colby can talk shit? Because, he's really bad at it. Really, really bad.
Wait till November 2nd, Madison Square, do it. It's Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. Coming in at number 1, we have the man with the largest arms in Westland, Oregon, Uncle Chael, the American gangster, Chael P. Sonnen. Not only has Chael never lost a round, he's never lost a verbal exchange either.
You can complain about your rib. I'm sure your rib did hurt. Your rib is inside of a coward.
The thing about Chael Sonnen is he kind of took aspects of WWE and brought them into the UFC, and he was very he was playing a part, and he did it really well. Like, I think everyone knows Colby Covington's playing a part, and the thing about Colby Covington is he's a terrible actor, so it kind of doesn't work. I mean, it works because people want to see him get knocked out, so they tune into his fights. But Chael Sonnen went about it where everything he said was just gold.
That's the problem your ribs got. Got the same problem your hand and feet have. They're attached to you, dummy.
The thing that makes Chael Sonnen such a great trash talker is the fact that he's such a good storyteller. Like, he has a podcast now. Everyone loves Chael Sonnen, and he could talk about freaking anything for 5 hours, and we would all listen to him. All of his quips were premeditated. He knew what he was going to say when he went into a press conference, and he knew what he was going to say on the mic after like a victory. And he was just very, very calculated, very smart, and just kind of knew the business and knew how to make himself into a star. So yes, guys, those are my top 5 trash talkers in the UFC. What did you think of my list? Was it awesome? Was it not awesome? Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe. I have a lot of MMA content on this channel, so check some of that out. And yeah, peace out.